One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will put it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Great place to start for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense. defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Ucla. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wants to throw again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw. It's Ucla. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Rides it and reads it. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver
Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins. Catch and run for 6.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Stumbled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown UCLA.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Bring in the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. On the run deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He wants to change this route. He'll try it again. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Looking for a man. It's Ucla. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Ucla. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Bruins! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
With jet sweep pass. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava looking to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you who makes a play and gets in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on a football field. A top-5 rivalry, and it's gone finally. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
The Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. There he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll give it to the back. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try the toss to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Quick pass on the jet motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running to Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Corn. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. And in the final regulation, we remain tied. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Got a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finds some fresh air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. The screen, and watch out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The offense changing the play. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Off play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Thomas. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win